Hello, everyone. Here we are in Melbourne. We have been having this week the 3GPP plenaries, and with me here is Peter Schitt, the city chair. How was the week here in Melbourne for you and for city?
Yeah, in the moment here in CT, we have started the brief 819 stuff, and we had completed some small issues we were left over from brief 18, and all of this went quite nicely and smoothly without any controversial discussions, which is always nice. So up to now, everything is in a good mood. So let's see how it will continue in the upcoming meetings when we are continuing to work on risk 19.
Yeah, all right. So we have a little bit look on in more detail, and I'll turn the slides on for you. So excellent. Here are the slides for you. So yes, floor is yours.
Yes, thank you. So I've prepared a small summary in the area of TCCA. So we had a number of maintenance CRs for pre-release 17. But as you see on the numbers, that's why I show it to you. So the numbers of correction to pre-release 17 are going down, which is a clear indication that these versions are getting stable. And also it indicates that people are using this. And then release 18, as I mentioned earlier, we had this time also a huge number of CRs doing correction on release 18. As a reminder, in the last quarter, we have provided the function, the code freeze for release 18. And we have two issues left open in CT area, and these were covered now in this by this changes as well. And in the CT6 area, in CT6, as a reminder, we're also doing some testing capabilities. And for these testing, we have now agreed to related work item descriptions so that CT6 will now start working on the test environment on these 18 functionalities. Coming to this 19. So here you see we are in the September area. This means normative phase in stage 2 is close to be completed. So the intention is to get all these stage 2 topics final by December this year. But in the moment, it looks like that this will be a little bit delayed. But we still hope that most of the functionalities from stage 2 will be ready at that point in time at the end of this year. And as you see also this figure, stage 3 CT has started in the last quarter. And if you look just here, a short overview. So we have a number of CRs already agreed for this one, for this 19. And this is partly functionalities which are added already, but also small corrections which are not seen as frequent and serious misoperation. So these are nice to have CRs which are for better reading of thesis. And in addition, we have agreed 28 new work items and study items for RIS 19. Up to now, we have no new TSs and TRs for RIS 19. Then, short overview on the status, which gives you an indication on how stable everything is. So in SA1, stage 1, everything is ready. In stage 2, SA2 and SA6, we still have increasing of study items and work items. And also in the SA3, SA4, and 5 area, we have an increase of work items, which is an indication that they are also still continuing and adding work to this release. And then we have also a number of work items approved in this week. And I have a small check which of these work items might be of interest of TCCA. And the first one I noted, for example, was this enhanced mission critical location management. So this work item intends to add functionalities to support in the mission critical functionalities, the location management functionalities. So here we are introducing, for example, the mission critical location client and server. And we intend to describe here the related interfaces. And then we have the CT aspects of the enhanced application area support for location services. These are additional functionalities to add on to improve location services in release 19. This is one of the aspects that we have currently when we are introducing functionalities which have a huge bandwidth. Then we are putting this stepwise in the different releases. Then we have also some cross-monitoring enhancements. So we noted that the next generation RAN needs to also support cross-monitoring. And with this functionality, we want to add these kind of features to the RAN nodes as well. And then we have also a new work item on the aspects of railway-specific enhancements to mission-critical services. And also we have some vehicle-mounted relays. So here we have the phase 2. In the last release, we started to have these vehicle-mounted relays. And here we are continuing the work with the outstanding topics. What we decided in release 18 should be postponed to the next release. And then we have these multimedia priority services, where we have these messaging to add here also some kind of priority handling to these services. And this is part of release 19 as well. And then the next slide is on proximity-based services, phase 3. So here we have the third release on proximity services, which are also mainly for the mission-critical topics. And then, as usual, what you mean, as everybody is talking about, AI and machine learning. Here we have also one work item which enhances the service and also adding this an application layer to support AI ML. And as usual, what I have done in the past, always a reminder that work item descriptions are indicated the intended work to be performed in a release, and these bits are reflecting in each stage the work. So interested parties shall always check the content of these bits if the functions are really correctly reflected in each stage, means in each work item description, and provide feedback at least to the TSG, for example, TSG-CT, if something what you wanted initially is not reflected in a work item description, please make this comment in the CT that we can cover this to make sure we do not miss an essential part which was initially intended. And as a reminder, what's also currently ongoing is at the end of each release, we are doing a checkup if all the bits are consistent in all the stages and all the different TSs. So this means, for example, currently also SA1 is updating their stage 1 specification, which means, and this should be made clear to you, if you just have added a functionality in SA1 and didn't follow this up in stage 2 and stage 3, at this point in time, you may notice after the next plenary, your functionality just disappeared in the stage 1, and you notice then that it's not in the stage 2 and stage 3 reflected. And that completes my summary of the CT. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much, Peter. Now, quite important reminder for us that we need to be active in CT, most of all CT1, since most of the mission critical issues are there to verify that it's correct. And then secondly, obviously, we need to be vigilant in following the entire process. Now, Peter, if we look a little bit forward, in Madrid is the last plenary for this year, And if I remember right, that's the actual formal freeze of stage 2. So what does it mean then for CT looking at year 2025?
This means that in 2025, CT can start with all the work items and with a real work. And currently, we are only doing these things which seems to be stable in stage 2. But after December, we have a clear indication from SA which work items are really stable and which parts we can cover. And as usual, we will have these issues that SA will have some open issues which they intend to solve then in Q1. And those are then the topics which we cannot or should not capture or touch in CT area to make sure that we do not have to do redundant work.
So basically, the big bulk of work will come after the next meeting and,
yes, exactly
for release 19. So this is the motor that's moving on forward all the time, and I think then in Madrid December meeting we will come back to you to report what has happened in all of these working groups. Until that, thank you very much and stay tuned. Bye for now.
Thanks for giving me this opportunity to introduce CT and the status of CT.